Well, we haven't made one of these in a while, a Living Abyss team, and why am I making this video, you might ask? No new cookies have come out, there's no changes to the team really, but I have a more optimized team for you guys today. When I first made this video, the team worked for sure, but this one's a lot more optimized, and honestly, it increased my damage by at least 30-40 million, so it could maybe do that for you too. So let's go ahead and hop into it now, talk about this team, and everything like it, how the team runs, and so on and so forth. But let's hop right into it. So as far as this team actually came from the Raccoon God, Divinity HC. His stuff will be in the description below if you want to go check his channel out. He has a more in-depth guide on this team, especially with like the exact toppings and everything you need, or like the specifications in between. So for today's video, guys, I would just advise you to follow this topping guide as closely as you can and get as close to those substats as that I have on my cookies here. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the team now. On this team, guys, it's going to be using Milky Way, Space Donutsi, Squid Ink, Captain Caviar, and Cotton Cookie. As far as treasures, we'll be using Cooldown Clock, Attack Scroll, and Whistle. Now, hopping into the toppings, on Space Donut Cookie, we're going to be using you guys subscribing to my YouTube channel because only 97% of you guys are actually subscribed. And as far as the other substats go, we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can hit that subscribe button, ding it, flick it, schmick it, I don't know. Just hit that subscribe button, make it change to gray maybe, and then we'll actually talk about the toppings. Did you do it? All right, let's go ahead and talk about the toppings now. Gotcha. Now hopping into the toppings. Alright, on Space Donut, guys, we're going to be using full Swift chocolates with a focus on damage resist and cooldown. Now, as far as these go, I'll tell you the specific stats here. You really want to follow the damage resist and attack speed as closely as possible. You also want to have 0 amplify buff because you want him eaten and you want him debuffed for a certain amount of time and stunned for a certain amount of time to actually get the most damage possible. On Milky Shmoy Cookie, we're running full Swift chocolates with a focus just on cooldown and attack speed. These are the main 2 stats you need for them. You want to make sure that attack speed's at least at 9%, and you want to get this cooldown to 23.5% at least to run this. On Captain Caviar Cookie, we're going to be running full Swift chocolates, really just with a focus on attack speed and cooldown. You want at least 5.3% attack speed, and also as far as cooldown, you want to bump that as high as you can. You want it over 23.5% on him as well. Also, if you can throw in damage risk there, it would be great because if he's not 5A, you might die. On Squid Ink Cookie, we're running 3 raspberries, 2 crit jellies, with really just a focus on cooldown and attack speed and crit. These are the main things you want to focus on here. You want to make sure that attack speed is over 9.4% or at 9.4%. And as far as cooldown goes, you want to bump it up as close to 9% as possible. You don't want to go under 8.8 because 8.8 will screw you over. And finally, on Cotton Cookie, we're going to be running full Swift chocolates, just really with a focus on cooldown. 24.5 is the amount you want. You don't need any attack speed on this. So yeah, just that's all you need to run. So let's go ahead and hop into the run now and talk about it. It's the easiest run ever, I'll tell you what. Alright guys, so hopping into the run now, all we're going to be doing is using a macro here. There are some pretty specific timings, but the timings really only work depending on what emulator you're playing on, because some emulators will give you lag. On phone you could do it, and like I said, for that, go check out Divinity's channel. He can squeeze out a little bit extra damage for you if you watch his video and get the exact timings. For me, I just spam everything because I can't be bothered with timing them. The game lags out and messes up most of the abilities anyways. Like some runs, my Squid Ink will die just because the lag's so bad that they can't cast in time. So yeah, for the purpose of this video, all we're doing is just spamming. I feel like that's the most accessible to most players anyways, just to spam all the abilities without trying to get exact timings. But yeah, go check out his channel. His stuff will be in the description below as far as like how to actually run the team with the proper timings. Just with BlueStacks, it's hard to get the timings because it lags so bad. But yeah, guys, down to 15 seconds here. As you can see, just spamming all the way through, doing an absolutely massive amount of damage to this cumfucker here. So yeah, so we're just gonna wait this out for 5 seconds. I'm gonna stall by talking. So how are you guys' day today? Is it sunny up there? This is like a low amount of damage that I've done before, and honestly, that's just normally caused from the lag. Lag really varies your damage if you play on BlueStacks. Don't know about the other emulators because I don't play on those, but lag can vary your damage quite a bit with this team. The max damage that I've done with this team has been 256 million damage using the same strat as I'm using right now, just spamming. So there is a pretty wide variance, as you can see, a 60 million damage variance as far as damage goes due to lag. But yeah, guys, my normal average damage per run on this team is around 230 million. So this is like a really low running comparison. Just spam it. If you have any questions about the team, leave it in the comments below. And make sure you go check out Divinity's channel as well, the Raccoon God. He has some great videos on guild bosses and stuff like that. They go really, really in depth with these guild boss teams. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do like any more guild boss videos, then let me know. If you want like an updated avatar boss or something like that, even though no one really does it anymore, but I can give you one if you guys want that. Anyways, bye guys. See you later.